Hey there, Griff Hamlin here from Blues Guitar Unleashed. Welcome, thanks for joining me today. In today's video, we're going to kind of talk a little bit about how to play the song Fire by Jimi Hendrix. This is a song that I often play with my band. I really enjoy it. Whether or not I play it exactly as it is off the record, I can pretty much guarantee that I don't. So I'm going to give you the basic gist of it, but I've been playing this song for a really, really long time. I'm sure there are some details that I've either changed or missed along the way, but we're just gonna have some fun with it. It's a really fun song. I just kind of want to give you the vibe of it. If you're playing with a band, it's a really fun song to try and play. So we've got kind of the main riff, which I always play as octaves. So starting at the A flat at the 6th fret of the 4th string, and the note an octave above it with my pinky, which is going to be also A flat at the 9th fret of the 2nd string. So you'll notice that I'm kind of muting, so nothing else strikes. And then I just go down a half step. And then I go down a whole step and back. So the whole time, my hand doesn't move. I'm playing these octaves. And then I'm going to jump down a string. So now my first finger is going to be at the D at the 5th fret, and my third finger is going to be at the D of the 7th fret of the 3rd string. Okay, so because I'm not crossing over my B string, that octave is a little bit different. So if I'm following just my first finger, 6th fret, 5th fret, 3rd, 5th, go down a string, 5th. Then we kind of move into this little thing here, which I always think it's based around a D, right? So if you think of the A at the 12th fret of the 5th string, you know, kind of think about that box 1 A minor pentatonic scale. So we have A, move up to the 10th fret C, and 12th fret D on the 4th string. And then there's drums, and we just play this over and over and over again during the vocal. And we play it a few times, right? And then it's gonna go into sort of the shout, right? And so the way I play it, I'm playing a little tiny D chord. It's just like if you were playing a little F, but it's the top 4 strings. Now, Hendrix very likely wrapped his thumb around and played that low D. I really can't do that. My hand's just not big enough, particularly up here. I can't do that. So I just play up here. The bass is playing the D for me anyway, and with the next chord, I'm gonna really rely on the bass. So I'm gonna play that little D, 12th, 11th, 10th, 10th, and I'm gonna hit my pinky on the 12th fret of the top string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to slide it down a whole step, and it's going to go down to a C chord, but right now the bass is actually going to be playing an A, I believe. So it kind of creates an A minor 7 chord, but I don't ever play the A. You might even grab that D up there if you want with your pinky. You kind of feel that out, but it basically kind of creates a D to like an A minor type of vibe, A minor 7. But instead of playing it down low, we're playing it here. And it's one of those things where, you know, if you don't hear the bass kind of walking up, once you hear that bass walking in, even though you're playing that C, it just kind of fills it out, and poof, it's an A minor 7, and it's like, oh, that's what it means. I get it. Okay, that's how it's supposed to work. But without hearing the bass in it, it's a little bit tricky. But that's basically the whole song, okay? And then we go back to here for the vocal. We do another chorus. And then there's kind of the bridge. I'll say we just hold a D chord to a C chord to an A to a C. And now it comes upon the solo. Now, the solo changes are basically the chorus, but moved up a whole step. So it's E and B minor 7 instead of D and A minor 7. Which makes me think good old E minor, pentatonic scale. So, and it's pretty much what he's playing, I believe. It's been a long time since I've heard the original recording, but I'm bending that D up to the E, and then bend it again, and then hold the B, the 12th fret, and bend up to that from the 3rd string, and then go down maybe to the G. I forget exactly what that melody is right there, but it's basically based around these 4 notes of the E minor box 1. I tend to play more. I like to get a little bit carried away. That's a really, fun, energetic song. So I tend to like to play a few extra notes. But if you're trying to play it pretty much like the record, I'm almost positive it's pretty much all right here. That's pretty much it. Then we're back to this again. We got another vocal, another chorus. Then we have basically the solo again. And again, it's just all that sort of D and E up here. He might be hitting both of those together. I can't remember, but it's again, the solo changes, the E to B minor, then it goes to the D to the A minor, then it goes back to the E to the B minor. So it kind of goes back and forth between those two different set of changes, and then usually ends up, but I think it's kind of a fade out. So the way we play it in my band, we'll play these sets of changes and we'll actually rotate through solos. So we'll vamp that section for a long time. And then I do one of these that says back to the top, and everybody knows that we're going back to that. So that's just, when the solos are over, that's how I indicate that we're gonna start over. So it's not a complicated song. It's actually fairly straightforward, but it's quick. What's nice is that the solo you could probably figure out note for note based off of what I've told you. It's not fleet fingered. It's not something that's played really fast. I like to play it with a little bit more, and I like to add some more notes and play, and we really dig in on that one because it's kind of a more rockin' song in the set. But depending on your situation, you may not feel the need, you may not want to, and that's okay too. So hopefully you had some fun with this, get something out of it, and you can put that together for yourself. So as always, I'm Griff Hamlin from Blues Guitar Unleashed. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care.